They are poverty-stricken and nobody is with it. So how could you be dissing on the way that somebody is living without properly thinking? No property given, so nobody will visit. And if you got a problem, just give an honest opinion. And honest to God, how do the rich ignore it? With all of these poor kids that have to live as orphans, life's a bitch and shit is enormous. Walking into stores and getting picked on by law enforcers. So when you shut the door, they can picture this torment. It's an important issue when it makes you stop to wonder. Constantly suffering with nothing in their stomachs, they are lost in hunger. And some of these kids haven't even got a mother. And while you're loving one another, they are under a cardboard box in discomfort. And when you see the sun come up, is it alright? And when you see the rain come down, are them walls dry? And when them tears fall down, do we all cry? And is this really something that we call life?
When they are younger, they get left out in the dark, with no one to fend for themselves in a world that is so harsh, in cold blood.
There's nothing provided, room divided, barely surviving as they sit there in silence with no privacy. And they're standing there crying with their hands out for change with a rare variety. They all slip through the gaps in this goddamn society. What the time will bring when they get to go to sleep, no retreat, they cope with heaps. Even though that they're lonely and weak, going cheap, it's no secret that the hope of the weak, there's no home to go to in these cold dark streets. All alone in the seasons, it is slow like a heartbeat. Last week they were hoping to get sober with no composure. A government crisis made the income lower with nothing to show for it. It gets emotional, they beg on their knees and it affects the homeless. Kicked out the back door and thrown out the leftovers. Nobody notices and it gets worse when they're fed dirt and rock bottom and dropping on their head first. It's a dead curse while you sleep in a comfy bed, investing into your work. That you're unheard of, lurking in suburbs and resting on the turf. And yes, it hurts, so I guess there's a lesson to learn.
When they are younger, they get left out in the dark, with no one to fend for themselves in a world that is so harsh, in cold blood. Cold, cold blood. Cold, cold blood. Cold, cold blood. Cold, cold blood.
We're all losing track, trying to prove the facts. And we already know what they're really doing with tax. Illuminati symbols where Satan stabs your back. Stuck in paranormal acts, rule just animals and packs. In the eyes of the demons with the lies that you're feeding when you're trying to reach in. Realize what you're seeing with the military grieving with the wires they are leaving. They are fighting for no reason. Say goodnight to your freedom. The media is deceiving and leaving you misplaced as they keep you on their chains and attack a different race. At a panic state of illusion with what you see in your way. Like aliens, sea creatures and trips into space. Let fire and aim at the same scenery. With politics that can change the way that you see things. Acting stages of assassinations explained briefly. And we only ever pray for a better day when we are dreaming.
We all believe that it's all the same, and we all wanna see it wash away. We all believe it all over again as we're waiting for the day that we see it change. We all believe that it's all the same, and we all wanna see it wash away. We all believe it all over again as we're waiting for the day that we see it change.
While we stop to think about all of the possibilities, the government is constantly robbing the economy, and there's no apology to the ones that are rotting in poverty. With some cultures that are waiting for apocalyptic prophecies. Can't be optimistic when people can't handle it. If they got secret technology to blow up the planet, mind controlling, trying to turn to the news for answers. And we're all doomed even if there was a real moon landing. There's nothing we can do, we just keep getting defeated in battle. Did Adam and Eve even eat that apple? They'll believe in the meaning from a priest in a chapel, but they don't believe in the reasons the police keep grabbing you. What you're hearing is a series of a serious hype, with all these conspiracy theories making you fear for your life. And you never ever get to hear what you like, cause it's a complete brainwash and they're here for your mind.
We all believe that it's all the same, and we all wanna see it wash away. We all believe it all over again as we're waiting for the day that we see it change. We all believe that it's all the same, and we all wanna see it wash away. We all believe it all over again as we're waiting for the day that we see it change.
Imagine if you're the few and you know that, keep that understanding from the population. And you know that all you've got to do is manipulate the population's decoding system, and they will experience the reality you've manipulated them to decode. That's what's going on. That's why it's kept from us, the true nature of the reality we're living in, because then we become controllable.
Keep chasing your dreams, don't give up, just wait and see. Don't give up and say you believe in the change that it brings. Hear the angels sing, don't give up, keep chasing your dreams. Don't give up, just wait and see. Don't give up and say you believe in the change that it brings. Hear the angels sing.
Yeah, this is my story. This is raw. This is the emotion. This is all natural. This is the music. This is the movement. This is what we do with it. This is the love. This is the art. This is the true heart. This is the soul. This is the depth. This is the energy. This is the spirit. This is the hunger. This is the passion. This is the fire. This is the motivation. This is the good times, the bad times, the ups, the downs, the positive, the negative. This is walking with your head high. Yeah, this is my life. Listen. I'm in the perfect storm, but I need to find a new way. I need to paint these pictures before it's all too late. No matter what the proof makes, no matter what the truth says, I have to do this on my own, no matter what you say. With this music I create, it's a completely different backdrop. Lost at sea, I see the image of a mad god. I frequently change the things I'm eager to rap on, piecing up the puzzle so I see that it's had none. But that's love, and it's on a daily basis. Amazed by the ways, but you're too afraid to say it. And everybody says there's no way to taste it, but there's so many flavors, you just need the gravy to make it. It's my savior, and it's what my purpose is for. It's certain when I emerge from the surface floor. Your work is pure, so see this earth born, so we can walk together through this perfect storm. Keep up with all of the road's drama, and when it comes back, it's when you toe karma. You don't know what life is, cause life will harm you, so you can't just hide it all behind a mask of laughter. So this is your time to set your mark on the scene and start a new path and march through the streets. It cuts so deep and it gets hard to breathe, and that apple only falls so far from the tree. So when your heart is shattered, there's no need to run, cause it's the only definition of what you slowly become. It ain't all over when the motion is spun. Just open up your heart and show that you're born, and don't go, even though it burns you more. And it hurts cause you've heard the worst before. Your work is pure, so see this earth born, so we can walk together through this perfect storm. Change, just the same as the weather does. So as this world goes around and around and everything erupts, there's no need to be afraid. Just reach for the clouds and set your mind straight, and you can walk through the storm and make it through to the end. seems never ending, and every episode is repetitive. It's friends with benefits, and this is your arrested development. Now you got the internet connected and you're switching from television with only one click at the finger to whatever sets your preference. Investing into advertisement to get ahead of the competitive, keeping up with all the trends, whether it's upsetting or offensive. Some juicy Hollywood gossip, everyone wants to know everything, and then the executive sends it to the editor to do some editing. More blackmail and scandal, they keep on holding the leverage, but in reality it's just as rigged as the polls in an election. A secretary gets pregnant from having sex with the president. Now these celebrities are confessing to get a lesser sentence. On top of that game, once they all had fame and were respected, and then one day someone raises the hand and claims they were molested. You lay in bed and sleep with the TV, it seems really depressing, but then you got a screen in front of your face and you feel really connected. All these reporters and journalists keep on scraping for evidence, making a superhero entrance like they just came from the Avengers. Baby bumps on front covers, on every page it is threatening, just for ratings, cause they're famous. Let's make them fake a wedding with no privacy. It's like AIDS and all the details are spreading, like detectives watching every step. They need to stay in protection, addicted to a binge. It's like they get paying for medicine and getting hypnotized by the media without paying any attention. The real Santa is kids in sweatshops that are making everything, so by the time December comes we can exchange expensive presents. And on the other side of the spectrum, living in their parents' successes, they got everything they could ask for but still say they were neglected, trying to correct the industry just so they can change your perspective. But you can still feel the elephant in the room that is creating the tension. It's that 2020 vision and we don't know what way it's directed, trading their soul to the devil to only have fame for 15 seconds. It all started when the confusion rose, and at first she preferred to be abused and alone, but now she doesn't need an excuse to go, cause she has nothing to prove and she can do it on her own. Can't clear the clouds when she hears that sound, can't be around when her fears are found. He's at her ear now and she sees it clear now, but all she wants to do is feel sincere and proud. Watch the tears run down in complete disgust. She sees it's a must cause her dreams are crushed, and every situation kept on heating up, and now she feels defeated cause she believed in trust. With too many demons that are floating in the dark, with too many reasons to blow it all apart, even though that she knows it was over from the start. But that's life and she chose her heart.
You were right, I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you. You were right, I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you.
She doesn't hold a grudge, she just holds her position, and it's all getting out cause her soul is missing. You see it's all innocent, then you see it's all different, then you see all the pictures, then you see it's all twisted, and it keeps on lingering in the feeling of the hurts, and he keeps on thinking that he's in it for the worst. It's all damn sinister, she's sinking in the dirt, even though that he never laid a bloody finger on her. She believes there's no worries and tried to ride the part, even though that she was hiding it all behind a mask. Thinking that the light is dark, think that life is hard, and she really thinks that it is time to depart. All the scars indicate that she was self-inflicted, in the past where she dwells, where hell was given. And now we can't pick her up whenever she falls, because she finally decided to end it all.
I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you. You were right. I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you. You were right. I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you. You were right. I should have never doubted you, but now I'm too far gone without you.
If this is love, then I'm taking my shit back, bursting my bubble that was intact, and all I like to do is spit facts. But I'm facing a stranger in pitch black, and it's hard to see back when they're just talking this and that. But fuck all the haters that like to give crap. Get bitch slapped if you're dissing someone's heart and soul, taking shape and it start to mold. And these feelings are hard to control when you're thrown into a dark hole, and it really seems to be a part of us all. So when you get taken down, it is hard when you fall. Call it what you want, cause I've had it with that. And a matter of fact, never picked up a pad of pen. You just call me these whackers, rap, little booty tat. Telling the title trap, savages in the attack, stabbing them in the back, stuck in his natural habitat. Dissing the people that just happen to crack. Well, man, you're the one that's having a crack, smoking a pack bowl. Not fooling anyone, babbling, drawing, looking like a massive tool. Like can I move in this pack of wolves? Like can I choose with my back to the wall with these practical rules? Cause love isn't what it's actually called.
They call it love, love. 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 They call it love, love.
Why is that the way that you choose to roll, being brutally dull? They're just trying to be beautifully bold, letting the truth unfold. You think that you're big, but you were small with a puny skull. Your shoes are wrong and you were cold, getting pricked like a voodoo doll. They call it love and keep it and seeming crazy, taking it out on someone else cause their dreams are wasted. And now they're being mean and lazy, it's too disgraceful. Running their lips so much you can use this piece of paper to clean your face with. It's really frustrating cause you're a fuckwit looking all stiff, thinking that you understand what love is, but you should be calling it quits. Cause all you really do is babble about some chick pulling your dick, wondering under the consumption on some shit. I say stuff it without enough of it. It's time for you to move quick, dishing out abuse, thinking that you were sick, but the only one that really listens to you is you, bitch. So where can you diss when we talk this music? You gotta source some new wish, cause you all are useless without the balls to do it.
They call it love, love. 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 They all call it love. Get the fuck out of here.
Highs within the agony, natural profanity, trash and treasure lost and found. Life, death, poetry, falling in style, the art of pain. I do the best that I can to show you that I care, as I take a deep breath and get some fresh air. Feel the beat as it blares, feel the breeze through your hair. I connect till again with the friends that are there, as I hold my son's hand and stare into the sunset. I appreciate the small things with much respect. I don't have regrets for what I've done for the best, with all the blood, sweat and tears and the love that I get. I'm here to make amends, I'm here till the end. So fuck everyone that say I'm pretend. I pray for my men that I've lost in the past. Now I'm off on a path that I got in my heart. I got you in my arms and I won't let go. Let's go to a place where we all get home. There's something in my eyes and there's something in my flow, and there's something on my mind that you got to know.
There's something that you gotta know. You are the the one that takes me home. There's something that you gotta know.
I love you till the day I go.
There's something that you gotta know. You are the one that takes me home. There's something that you gotta know.
I love you till the day I go.
As the trees move, we capture this moment and we relax and we focus, being trapped in this motion, being happy and you know it even if you don't show it. See it open, seek it open, so you know that we go with it. You only get one wish and you only get one life, so see this day through and see the sunshine as we look back to all the tough times. We use it to help us through all the rough times. I'm proud to be here, I'm down in the beers, make the sound so clear, make the clouds disappear. Always laughing together, never tear us apart, and light up the room like a candle in the dark. See the stars shine bright, see the start of the road. Like bros before hoes, you know how it goes. There's something in my eyes and there's something in my flow, and there's something in my mind that you got to know.
There's something that you gotta know. You are the one that takes me home. There's something that you gotta know.
I love you till the day I go.
There's something that you gotta know. You are the one that takes me home. There's something that you gotta know.
I love you till the day I go.
Rolling in the night light, holding on a vibe like nobody is alright. Like we are all out of control. Open up your eyesight, knowing that the time's bright. No, there is no bright side. We are all out of control.
We keep on partying hard and no one's gonna interrupt us, even after dark and the sun has already popped up. Here's some more shots for the drunks and some weed that is chopped up, disrupting the neighborhood. We always run amok, bruh. She's a lightweight and only needs 2 drinks to rock her, and within no time she's on her knees with her chin out like a boxer, with these random sluts packing on makeup thinking they're hot stuff. But you gotta take one for the team cause nobody else wants her. You're all going down south with your eyes crooked like my posture, with your heart racing and live with your miles per kilometer, double dropping off your guts and going for a wander, bombing on every block and getting props with the posture. It's hard to stay sober when you know the whole world's in drugs, so crack open a red tin cause you know this one's in us. Back to the bottle shop non-stop, we do it proper, with your liver shot the shit chucking up lots, you need a doctor.
Rolling in the night light, holding on a vibe like nobody is alright. Like we are all out of control. Open up your eyesight, knowing that the time's bright. No, there is no bright side. We are all out of control.
It's that finger pan syndrome all over, cooked like a lobster, when you still smoking crack looking like a fucking monster, and you won't ever see your friends whenever they have got shot. When you're over 30 hanging with teenagers you were washed up, broken glass on the floor spilled by some dumb tosser, with all these smokers that are coughing cause their lungs are rotten. When someone can't handle the grog, looking lost hard, when there's a fight inside and the blood needs to be mopped up, getting kicked around on the ground like it's a game of soccer. Some bolt cutters ready to piece some trains with some spotters, to the cannabis lovers that are blazing on it. HJs with the case of the munchies, chasing and whopper. We ain't turning down the music even if they rock up, with your mate in the paddy wagon and he's about to get locked up. A bunch of drunken delinquents throwing rocks at cop cars, and those dirty fucking pigs and blue are never gonna stop us.
Rolling in the night light, holding on a vibe like nobody is alright. Like we are all out of control. Open up your eyesight, knowing that the time's bright. No, there is no bright side. We are all out of control. I'm 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 out of control.
Lies within the agony, drug monsters, liquid courage. Today's day and age, we need to change the way we're thinking. With the twin scale of poverty that is made from the richest, hate driven, taking a victim, our suicide rate is ridiculous. And if you're not getting a paycheck, you won't be making any decisions. We need to take a good look at how we are raising our children. When we have gay people that are too afraid to explain how they're feeling, the indigenous have faith in spirit with the pain that you're healing. But the white privileged nations are still too ashamed to go near it. Sick and addicted to drugs, mentally unstable to clear it. But the doctors just give them a script for more medication to steer it. We got people trying to make amends and they're praying for forgiveness. But government corporations are protecting rapists in prison. We got police pointing their fingers and blaming their pigment, cause they're either brought up as a racist or degrading our women. But there's no difference in the colours that you paint in your pictures, so there's no need to judge any race or religion, cause we are one.
We are one, yes, we are one. So why don't we all just get along? We are one, yes, we are one. So why don't we all just get along?
Today's day and age, we need to change the way we're living, cause it's an endless cycle when everyone's just taking and giving. Locals trying to stay afloat while barely making any business, while chains are takeaway and petrol stations scraping millions. They have different taste in music, so they must be labelled as different. They got tattoos and piercings, so they must be crazy villains. They are overweight, so they must be lazy and undriven. They like to play video games, so they must be trained in killing. We can all make a difference, it ain't just brains and physics. It's the media that creates the visions for their ratings and critics. We got bankers that keep it taken but fail to make a clearance. We got ladies and males that like to change their appearance. We got people that were born disabled and ain't capable of lifting. We got people that are atheists that were raised by Christians. But there's no difference in the colours that you paint in your pictures, so there's no need to judge any race or religion, cause we are one.
We are one, yes, we are one. So why don't we all just get along? We are one, yes, we are one. So why don't we all just get along?
Agony.
The day that they met, he only hoped for the best. Now he feels dark clouds glooming over his head. Completely breathtaking, she's a beautiful brunette. And all the other guys wanna know what she'll do in bed, but she chose him and he felt relief. And he would never wanna have to ever tell her to leave. And he strongly believed that it's the girl of his dreams. But the only way it would work is if you see hell freeze. But he's on top of the world and from the start it was slow. He can't control that, it's getting hard to cope with this hard emotion and all of these feelings fast to grow. Never ask about her past, they would laugh at her jokes, but things get serious when you think that shit. Now he feels delirious when they're intimate. Now he's really shitty and she's feeling sick and thinks whether she should really be keeping his kid.
I feel it around me, the darkness surrounds me. The footsteps, just the canvas, the darkness surrounds me. I feel it around me, the darkness surrounds me. The footsteps, just the canvas, the darkness surrounds me.
She feels all of this pain like it bleeds and it hurts. Seen this evil occur like she is keeping a curse. The words are there but she just needs to speak them first, even though he doesn't even know what he sees in her. Sick of all of the text messages, he is grinding his teeth, screaming down the street like it is a psycho scene. Finding it hard to believe, he thinks she finds him weak, thinking that she's a cheater and fucks every guy that she sees. But think what you like with all of these violent nightmares. You can keep on reaching but there's nothing to find there. She is quite scared, wishing that you find the right man. But when she wakes, all that she sees is these eyes stare. He's not standing right there with a handful of flowers. He meets up with devils and he dances for hours. Blow out them candles and get ready to pull the plug, where she's found laying naked in a pool of blood. reality's a bitch and you make it real with the pain that spills. Too afraid to say what you feel, scraping up change for a meal. Hard work and labor just to pay for the bills, and they're taking it still, making a corporation another million while you're staying on nil. No change left when you pay rent from your paycheck. It doesn't make sense, it'll case in all the frustrations with your patience running thin. They'll go on vacations, you can't even rest with a blanket in bed, with all the blood, sweat and tears just to create some debt. Yeah, they keep taking and taking, it's just the same again and again. From day to day your heart is aching, but your brain is the same. Cutting all of the lanes and playing the blame game and changing your rates. It's all sunshine to leave aside and just waiting for the rain to fade away, but it's here to stay. As you walk in front of it, scared to talk to one of them, working your ass off, fool for nothing and forced to abide by all of these laws we are stuck with. It's all above us, it's all corrupted in the rules of the government. Rules just unimportant numbers to them, fuck it.
All around us, people fall. It's something we all seen before. All around us, people pray, hoping they get to see the day. All around us, people cry, all of the reasons eat you alive. All around us, all around us, all around us, all around us.
It's that cycle of life where you rise and tired from the 9 to 5s, where you sign your life to a nice house that you're trying to buy. Taking for a ride as they hide behind the desk in disguise, full of lies as you try and you try as you fight to survive. You drive to work and you're running empty, it's never ending, heading to a dead end job where you don't see the ends meet, and everyone's got somebody to envy, hoping that tomorrow's refreshing. You're gonna be begging and on a betting, feeling lucky, giving them more money to another big lot of entry, and it won't stop even though it is getting to you, but you don't get to choose, cause some people don't have plenty of food, but not everything is correct in the news. With those in higher power and got everything to lose, but have never stepped in the shoes of those in poverty or suffered domestic abuse. It gets messy, but you don't try to debate, you just hide away in a tiny cage, controlled by a system where your minds are raised, easy to persuade without justification, cause you were bribed to say when all the prices start to rise and change. That's why there's no surprise when there's always a rise in the crime rate.
All around us, people fall. It's something we all seen before. All around us, people pray, hoping they get to see the day. All around us, people cry, all of the reasons eat you alive. All around us, all around us, all around us, all around us. All around us.
I have nothing inside, I just feel hollow and empty, being choked with toxic chemicals. My body needs cleansing. Before I go to bed I drink another bottle to end it. With tomorrow's hangover I know I'm gonna regret it. I don't hang with those crowds and I don't follow the blending with all these lost souls that can only conjure up sorrow or envy. Quickly on to the next thing cause it's hot and it's trending. Living in a concept where all of the honesty is descending. Still using the same setup, I gotta watch what I'm spending. While others in the scene have got all these dollars they're investing. I think too much about how everyone else is progressing, and I still question myself whether I've accomplished anything. In my late 20s I'm still holding on to horrible memories, all boxed up trying to surround myself with positive energy. My friends are music companions and we bond with remedies. Through thick and thin showing you how strong we are mentally.
Feel it every day, just living so vague. Nothing to hold on to now.
I don't change to keep up with whatever is relevant, cause it seems like everyone is offended by everything. Easily upset with a mindset that's too sensitive. Getting inside of your head and putting the test of your intelligence. My personality's like a silhouette moving elegant. Studying hip-hop and grasping onto two of the elements. Hide behind the lies, I can see right through your skeleton. In a world that's corrupt, making up all these new evidence. With trust issues, but I never get caught up with enemies. With my own curse to addictions in a rut, I am surrendering. Taking everything on the chin and suffering these penalties. And when I'm gone, I wonder if anyone will remember me. Every day feeling so vague from the beginning to the ending. Letting the time slip by with the swing of the pendulum. In full control, going from a shepherd to a king. With a devil that's knocking on the door and I am letting him in.
Feel it every day, just living so vague. Nothing to hold on to now.
get ready for this. This has got me reminiscing. With everything I'm given, I'm never gonna be quitting. No regrets, it's a blessing from the end to the beginning. With that sky that we reach, it will never have a limit. Watch your eyes like the ocean, tired and see it glistening. But ties when you work with your eyes, it was magnificent. My life, my pride, always in it to win it. With the brightest smile that's always lifting my spirit. The time flies by like it's been a couple minutes. With your mother and I, overcoming any mission. With the love that I'm giving, with plenty of hugs and kisses. I watched you learn to walk and now you're running and sprinting. Sometimes I wonder if there's someone above and they're listening. So I'm sending all my love to my brothers and my sister. And I thank Nana and Papa for being your babysitters. And all the pages that are written can't explain how I'm feeling. It's that one love.
One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love.
My love is unconditional and it makes a big difference. Cause I love you both equally, this ain't a competition. Another year goes by like we are celebrating Christmas. So get some cake and blow out them candles and make some wishes. All the colors to the rainbow, you're my way of thinking. Like the first day of kindy when you're painting some pictures. The sweet taste in the kitchen like we're baking some biscuits. At the playground with a blanket and making a picnic. Every day's a new challenge as we face decisions. You kids change me for the better with the way that I'm living. The next to kin, the crown kings that I raised as princes. Like angels in the clouds, you are brave little critters. Every day you're getting bigger, it's all gold and glitter. Rotate the clothes off my shoulders in the coldest winters. It's a whole new experience and a bold commitment. A long wait of excitement when I got to hold my infant. It's that one love.
One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love, one love, that one love. One love.
I'm trying to be that guy that I wanna be, so I don't need to rely on the rise in the economy. And I'm trying to find the right time for an apology. And now I'm on the line with the mic, it's my prophecy. So I'm gonna rock into a beat, I'm finally born. I keep on rhyming some more, cause I'm fighting for a cause. As I rise from the floor in the eyes of the Lord, no lightning will stop me in the eye of the storm. I don't need to rely on the mistakes that I made, because music is my forte and I'll hate the change. With all the aches and pains and a sacred stage, it picks me up off the ground and gives me a place to stay. So take me away as I sail in my conscience, and I say it in confidence that there's no way to stop it. So open the sky and let it hail more often, cause I know that failing, it isn't an option.
So listen to the thunder, listen to the rain. Wishing it will all just go away. It's all going under, it's all going grey. Wishing it will all just go away. Feeling that hunger, feeling that pain. Wishing it will all just go away. Away, 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 away.
I am what I wanna be and it can get the best of me. And just like the Beatles said, I will just let it be. My prayers are my legacy, it's branded as a recipe. So when they're standing there, are they fans or are they enemies? You're with the hands of a gospel that's sending you life. And like B.I.G, I am ready to die. But before I go, I need to see the end of the line. With that adrenaline that's penetrating depending on the time. Memorizing every single critical syllable, visualizing every single principle, the miracles. An additional individual that's biblical and lyrical. I'd rather be original than fictional, invisible. Do I try? Will I fail? Will I fly? Will I make it with that light that unveils? Do I hide? Do I take it? Is my mind really stable? Do I have the patience? Will I shine on this mic in this life that I race
So
in?
listen to the thunder, listen to the rain. Wishing it will all just go away. It's all going under, it's all going grey. Wishing it will all just go away. Feeling that hunger, feeling that pain. Wishing it will all just go away. Away, 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 away.
These eyes will deceive you. They will destroy you. They will take from you your innocence, your pride, and eventually your soul. These eyes do not see what you and I see. Behind these eyes one finds only blackness, the absence of light. These are the eyes of a psychopath.
This is the sound slaughter, so keep that alcohol pouring. Because I'm sort of disorder, my head's cloudy and disordered. It's the sounds of horror that's leaving your spouse mourning. So catch your blessings of turning your children into power orphans. You're whack as fuck, but still make yourself sound important. But in reality, just a sour more and that's out of proportion. I'll make you doubt yourself more when you're recording. You're at the quarter and you're throat and you're choking until it drowns your organs. No one's getting the cash out, you were down on your resources. I make you stick a middle fork into the power sources. You're a poor sport like you're a poor power supporter, leaving you broken like a vending machine that's out of order. Make you go missing like immigrants that aren't allowed in the border. Jack the Ripper, figure the stalker you around the corner with the tail of chloroform around your mouth without a warning. This is the sound slaughter, so take it away to the sound of the chorus. Sound slaughtered when it's about to get gory. I've got scalpels and loud tools, I'm all about the torture. Like butchers with meat grinders cutting me down to portions. Put the remainings in a wheelie bin until the council reports it. To get the talk, and that's where you found the body of an informant. From drug lords to the big trafficking pounds and corpses. Step with caution, fear the immortal from the powder that's snorted. And go to Vegas with an AK and that'll rounds in the audience. Get the camcorder that breaks the porn of the couch with your daughter. Going all the way to town, she's got a mouth that is glorious. 2 girls, 1 cup, make her drink some brown water. In the shower for an hour, it's about to get raunchier. With the room getting steamy like we just stepped out of the sauna. Floating and getting horny, get the housewives and divorces. Going from menopause, but even wrap the legs around the horses. This is a sound slaughter, so take it away to the sound of the chorus.